know, I run the community engagement programs here in APNIC, and I'm super excited to host this Birds of a Feather. And the Birds of a Feather essentially is bringing together people who have similar interests in a particular topic. And of course, this topic is to focus on the next generation of community leaders, next generation of internet leaders that we want to support, and also bringing our mentors and bringing the experts also into the room, so there could be some connections and networking happening. The objective of this session is essentially to also highlight what other fellowships or programs that we have, not just that APNIC offers, but also other organizations. So how else can you build your leadership skills? How else can you build your knowledge base? So really, we're gonna give an opportunity for some key stakeholders here to pitch their programs. After they pitch their programs, we will be breaking out into 4 groups. There will be signs indicating where they are. My co-MC Joyce will be sharing more about that later. But because we are going to be doing an in-person breakout room, unfortunately, that means our Zoom participants wouldn't be able to join this component. So really, just during the pitch, we'll be able to showcase that for our Zoom participants. But for the in-person breakouts, you are welcome to leave the Zoom if you are participating online. So make sure you stay to the end, because for those of you who have also been joining the treasure hunt, we will be giving out the prizes then as well. So do not go and run off to the social too soon until you get your prizes. So that's really it from me. I'll pass it on to Joyce, who will introduce the speakers. They will have 3 minutes to pitch their programs and convince you guys why it is such a great program. Let's go.
All right, hello everybody, I'm Joyce and I'm from APNIC. My job is a very simple one. I'm just here to introduce the speakers, but I do have a very difficult part of my job, which is to keep time. 3 minutes, guys, okay? 3 minutes to do your pitch, and then we are done, okay? So our first speaker is joining us remotely, Yan-Chin Tan, Senior Manager for Stakeholder Engagement at ICANN APAC. Thank you so much for joining us. Unfortunately, you wouldn't be able to join us in person, but we're so happy to have you. So Yan-Chin, 3 minutes, let's go.
Oh, I didn't know I was going to start. This sounds like a competition, but okay. Anyway, so again, I'm Yan-Chin from ICANN. And the program that I'm going to talk about is the Asia Pacific Internet Governance Academy, or better known as APIGA. So basically, this is a 5-day capacity building program, I'd like to say, focused on everything internet governance. It is targeted for youths in the APAC region. It aims to develop youth leaders' understanding of the internet and its ecosystem, and also basically to equip participants with knowledge and skills to participate in internet policy making. It is co-hosted by ICANN and Korean Internet and Security Agency, KISA, but we do have strong partnership from the regional organizations, so including APNIC, Asia Organization, who are all there, ISOC, and other regional internet governance entities as well. And the mix of the partnership basically provides different areas of knowledge and flavors on the different types of internet governance related knowledge through the program. For APIGA, the learning is focused a lot on immersive hands-on type exercise. So a lot of homework for participants, but also a lot of deep learning with those interactive sessions. It is typically run in the time frame of July or August every year in South Korea, because our co-host is KISA and based in Korea. The applications are typically open about 3 to 4 months before the program. For next year, we don't have a firm time frame yet, but I'll pop in the chat later. And hopefully when you go into your breakout groups later as well, our partners there will be able to share the website, and then just stay tuned to updates on the website. But the applications are typically open, I would say, around April time frame. And then also this year, we are starting a new pilot. So this year, we actually started something called the local APIGA expansion. The idea is that we bring the local APIGA, we bring the APIGA event to the local level. So it's not at all economies yet, but we have started piloting a few. So this year, we had it in Taipei, Kathmandu last week, Jakarta in October, and then Melbourne in November. We're still talking to several local hosts to see if there's others. And same thing, we have the information on the website, and if you stay, I'll pop that link in the Zoom chat later, or ask your mentors there later who's covering for APIGA. We will be posting the information on upcoming local APIGA events on the website. So for the regional APIGA that I was mentioning, the one that's held annually, so if you are from the APAC region, if you're aged between 18 to 35, inclusive of 18 and 35, and just basically interested in internet governance, you are then eligible to apply. So that's basic, pretty basic requirements there, I would say. But of course, we would go through a review process to select the participants for each cohort. There for local APIGA that I mentioned at the local level, that has a separate application portal because it kind of depends on when the event is, and the local host will manage that application. But on our main website, what we'll do is we'll also place the link to the applications for local APIGA. So if you're coming from one of those economies and eligible for application, please feel free to apply as well, because that we will have like a basic local flavor, like a mini APIGA event first. And then of course, hopefully you'll move on to the regional APIGA event as well after. So that's pretty much my pitch, but I did want to say, I want to apologize. I'm not being able to join all of you there. I heard the program later on will be fun and exciting. So hope all of you will have fun. And in the breakout group, if you have any questions for APIGA, our fellow partnerships and past mentors and alumni are there as well to share more information. And that's it. I'm going to hand it back to Joyce. Thanks.
Thank you, and that was a very breathless presentation, I would say. I hope you can get a deep breath right now. Let's bring up onto the podium Sylvia Cadena, Head of Programs and Partnerships, APNIC Foundation.
So do I have 3 minutes per program or 3 minutes for the whole foundation?
For the whole thing.
Okay, so I am here representing the APNIC Foundation. We allocate funding and also support professional development opportunities for network engineers, security professionals, and internet governance specialists that work in across the scope of issues that are related to digital transformation in the region. So the call for applications for our main body of funding, which is called the ECF Asia Fund, Information Society Innovation Fund for Asia, open normally in February every year. It is open for 2 to 3 months, and the whole selection process is completed in time for this conference at the second conference of the year, so that we can announce the grantees that are receiving the funding. You may have seen the announcement that was published just at the end of last week with the 21 grant recipients that received funding for this support. So for many of you that are interested in participating in APNIC conferences and are concerned that your research or your project activities don't have travel support to be able to attend and participate, when you build your grant proposal, you are required to incorporate how are you going to share it with the community, how are you going to articulate the outcomes of your projects publicly, and there is funding allocated outside of that grant pool to make sure that you're here, that you can participate, and that you can engage with the community. So that the grants that we allocate are from $30,000 all the way to $150,000 up until this year. The type of amounts are going to change for 2025, so stay tuned for that. Then on the capacity building side, we have projects that are more specifically for specific regions, specific sub-regions within Asia Pacific. So we have the Switch project that covers 6 economies in Southeast Asia, and the Digital Leap project that covers 3 economies in South Asia. And those call for applications, or we call them expression of interest, will be launched in November this year for opportunities to open for next year. So please stay tuned. So in order to stay tuned about how to apply and when and what do you need to do, the APNIC Foundation website is up there. In the News and Resources section, there is a space for you to register with the Orbit mailing list that you can also find via the community mailing list on the APNIC website. And if you register for the APNIC discussion forum, you will receive all the links when specific times for new opportunities arise. So funding professional development opportunities, very interested in bringing diversity into the industry. So this is a call for action also for you to consider how you can give back to the community based on that. Good.
Thank you very much, Sylvia, and everybody's doing very fantastically with time. Next, we have Dr. Noriatsu Kudo, APIE Program Lead from Keio University. Kudo-san, please.
Hello, everyone. I'm Kudo from WIDE project, also from Keio University. Today, I am talking about Asia Pacific Internet Engineer Program, APIE. We call it API. So please go back to first page. Oh, okay. And I think it's already page 2. Could you come back to first page? Sorry, the page 1. Yeah. Sorry. So API started in 2021, 3 years ago, as a part of SOI Asia. It's a university and organizations doing education and research in Asia areas. So, the SOI Asia started in 24 years ago, and we have been doing a lot of education and the capacity building to the Asian universities. And we redesigned the educational part of the program, and we started the API. It is because young generation tends to attract with the cutting-edge technology for today, AI or cool mobile apps or something they can see from the daily life. But those things cannot be run without the infrastructure, the internet. So we are really focusing on to attract young generation, undergraduate students to be getting involved in this community or technology community like IETF or APAN or whatever doing the internet learning. So, but there is a huge gap between the this community and the undergraduate students in universities. So we are providing courses. Not only courses, but also the philosophy of the internet is important. Yeah. So we have been doing a lot of hands-on sessions and online courses, and both online and face-to-face. But not only the theories, we do provide the community building. So we invite a lot of engineers to the online meeting and also the face-to-face training camps, so that people can meet the real engineer career path models, and participants can be easily getting involved in this internet community. So let me go to the next page, and this is the sample of the this is current our program. They started from the online courses, and after getting certificates, they have a chance to join the face-to-face trainings. So currently, we have about 1,500 students enrolled, and some of them going to the camp, advanced camp, and the internships right now. So unfortunately, it is closed for the SOI Asia partner for the face-to-face training, but we have a lot of online activities, and some of the activity can be participated from the public. So you can start today, and also we can discuss how to collaborate with us by catching me in the later or in the social today. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Kudo-san. And you don't understand how hard it is to do a 3-minute pitch. So do empathize with our speakers. Our next speaker is Edmund Chung, CEO for .Asia, and he has promised me he's going to fly through his slides.
Thank you, Joyce. Good afternoon, everyone. So before I talk about NetMission, which is the program that we do, just a quick note on .Asia. We run the top-level domain .Asia, so instead of .com, it would be something .Asia. But we operate as a nonprofit organization, so that means all the income that comes in from domain registrations go back into projects that support internet development and adoption around Asia. Therefore, next time you think of something that's interesting about Asia and you want to start an initiative, please think about .Asia, like SOI.Asia, like ISIF.Asia, and so on. Well, one of the projects, one of our flagship projects is, of course, NetMission, and it is started in 2009. It is the longest-standing youth internet governance engagement program around the world. And one of the exciting things about NetMission is that some of our alumni go on to really engage in the internet governance community, and with a vision. Actually, the program's vision is to support young Asians going out to change the world. And we tasked them to actually do work. So the alumni of the NetMission program actually goes on to implement different programs themselves, like the Youth Internet Governance Forum for the Asia Pacific, like actually the NextGen program that is started that is now at ICANN, was actually started by NetMission alumni. Many other youth internet governance forums, such as in Hong Kong, in Vietnam, in a number of different, in Cambodia, in a number of different places, they're all supported by the NetMission alumni group. And of course, APIGA, which Yen-Chen mentioned, part of the program development is also supported by the NetMission alumni group. Over the years, we've developed into a program what we have now formalized to call NetMission Plus, and it includes many of the different alumni, including from APIGA, including from different Youth Internet Governance Forum, and so on. And one of the key aspects of the NetMission program is that it engages you as the youth to develop the program itself. In fact, .Asia does very little in terms of the program development and also the deployment of the Youth Internet Governance Forum around the world. And importantly, we want to showcase you. This is our alumni PO speaking at the closing ceremony of the global IGF. And these days, one of the important things is to get you to talk about internet governance and your opinions, and that's why we have what is called the Asia Pacific Policy Observatory, and we're calling for contributors too. And with that, do take a look at www.netmission.asia, and we're actually recruiting now, so you can now go onto the website and try to check out and apply. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Edmund. Very well done. Our next and, of course, last but not least speaker is Blondine Cousin, Manager for Community Partnerships and Events at APNIC.
Thank you, Joyce. Okay, so I'm here to represent the APNIC Fellowship Program. So the APNIC Fellowship Program doesn't discriminate with age. It is open to all ages, because I think all the other programs were age for the youth or for limited. So we are open to all ages, but we have different categories. We've got 3 categories: the youth category, the returning fellows, and the professional categories. So anyone is welcome to apply for the fellowship program. The fellowship program for APNIC starts in February, and it is announced at the end of our first conference of the year, Apricot, and it lasts for 6 months. We have online webinars for a period of 6 months, and we get to know each other online. And the program actually concludes with a travel to the second APNIC conference, which is somewhere in the Asia-Pacific region. So you get a chance to travel and meet the people you've studied and you've learned online for 6 months. The program gives you a range of new skills, new technical topics that will help you with the next job. We talk about anything internet technology, DNS, cybersecurity, networking, policy development is a big component. So you will learn you will have a broad knowledge of the internet ecosystem with the APNIC fellowship program. And at the end, you belong to a network of fellows, just like my other counterparts. We have an alumni fellowship groups as well, and we continue the conversations. We encourage our fellows to actually participate in our conference moving forward, be part of the policy development process, and continue their journey with us in the internet ecosystem. So 3 things to learn about the APNIC fellowship program is: one is your learning, the second one your upskilling, and the third one your networking.
Thanks very much to all our speakers. How does it feel to be something like on Shark Tank, where they are giving their business pitch to you to learn about the youth programs and all the other NextGen programs that are available in the region? Let's give them a big round of applause. Now, this next segment, I'm going to pass the time back to Melody. She's going to give you instructions for how we're going to proceed. I want to thank Yenchen especially. You're online, but unfortunately you won't be able to stay with us the whole time because this is an on-site exercise. And for those who are joining us remotely, thank you so much for joining us. We do appreciate you giving us your time. But this segment is going to be on-site only, so you can feel free to go off from the Zoom room. Thanks. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
All right, thank you, Joyce. Now, we're going to break out into rooms. For those of you who are interested in the ISIF grant project and the Switch project, please head to that banner over there that says APNIC Foundation. The lovely Sylvia and Kathleen will be in that corner. Okay. Kathleen, can you stand maybe that corner for Switch? If you're in the room. Yes, she is. Oh, yes, you are. Yes, please head here for the Switch program. Thank you. And then we will have the APNIC Fellowship Program. You will see the APNIC Academy sign there. Blandine, can you head over there right now? For anyone who is interested to potentially learn more about the APNIC Fellowship. And if I have the trainers here, Terry, Shane, please come and support Blandine as well for the APNIC Fellowship Program. Now for API, Dr. Noretsu Kudo-san and Marcos, please come to this corner here. It has the word API. It's on the table, I think. Yes. For anyone interested in API, please head over here and ask all your questions to Marcos and Kudo-san. For NetMission and APIGA, you will see the IPGo banner over there. Please head over there, Edmond. And for anyone interested to learn more about the program, go ask your questions. We will have around 30 minutes, actually 20 minutes, because I will have to wrap up, for some Q&A for you to chat with the program coordinators, ask all your questions. Ask them, why should I apply? What makes your program stand out amongst the others in this room? And I hope one of the programs may interest you. So we'll come back in 20 minutes, and then we'll do the treasure hunt winner announcement. Thank you. So please get up and move. You gotta exercise a bit more. Okay. Okay. You are welcome to rotate as well if they didn't manage to convince you in their pitches to go to another program. So please feel free to roam around. Oh, Manju, IPGo banner. Yes.